There are significant restrictions on the ability to purchase Shiba Inu on Coinbase, which is causing the cryptocurrency market to expand not just in the United States but also abroad. Having said that, what has just taken place? And why are we experiencing this panic, and what steps can we take to ensure that our Shiba Inus do not become extinct? Okay, let me elaborate on that. Abandonment of recent developments have given rise to significant concerns regarding the limitations of Coinbase and the amounts that can be deposited in order to purchase cryptocurrencies such as Shiba Inu. As a result of these restrictions, a great number of individuals are experiencing feelings of rage and irritation since they are finding it difficult to invest in digital assets with their money. Have you ever had the feeling that your potential to produce money is being hindered by situations that are not within your control? If I were to tell you that there are hidden constraints that prevent you from using Coinbase to invest in Shiba Inu, what would you say to that? What is the motivation behind these actions, and how will they influence the extent to which cryptocurrencies are accepted in the future? Please stay tuned, as we will provide the answers to these significant questions and shed light on the variables that are not readily apparent that are shaping the Bitcoin industry. As the frustrations continue to mount, let's focus on a tweet that was sent out by a cryptocurrency investor not too long ago. In the tweet, the investor voiced their anger with Chase Bank for denying their deposit to Coinbase. The challenges that individuals face when attempting to conduct transactions using cryptocurrencies, particularly on platforms such as Coinbase, are brought to light by this particular occurrence. On the other hand, this issue is not unique to any particular bank or specific region. When one looks through the comments section that is located below this tweet, one will discover a large number of people who have had similar experiences with the restrictions that banks place on Bitcoin and transactions, not only in the United States of America, but also outside of the country. Take into consideration the following scenario. You are interested in capitalizing on an investment opportunity. However, your bank is preventing you from transferring money into your Coinbase account, and they are providing you with evasive explanations about how to protect yourself against cryptocurrency frauds. Your monetary objectives are being thwarted by conventional banking institutions' confusing regulations and restrictions, which are causing you a great deal of frustration. This is not a hypothetical circumstance, rather, it is one that a great number of individuals who are interested in participating in the quickly growing Bitcoin market are required to deal with. To add insult to injury, all of these constraints brought about something that is quite fascinating. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about a more significant event, which is the recent and widespread removal of Shiba Inu tokens from Coinbase. The numbers provided by Etherscan indicate that an anonymous wallet was responsible for the withdrawal of an amazing 225 billion Shiba Inu coins, acquired from a well-known cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, valued at more over $2 million. There is a lack of clarity regarding the reasons behind this withdrawal, which was carried out in two separate transactions. Nevertheless, what is the driving force for such a dramatic retreat? People are growing increasingly reluctant to deposit their Shiba Inu coins on controlled exchanges like Coinbase, according to the findings of a number of people who have speculated on the matter. The concerns that investors have regarding the constraints that we just outlined have led them to search for alternatives to centralized wallets for the purpose of storage. On the other hand, what gives me reason to suppose that this retreat was caused by something other than a mere coincidence? It is noteworthy to notice that this large departure coincides with a period of time in which Shiba Inu prices have been relatively constant. The majority of the time, significant withdrawals occur during moments of market volatility or adverse news. On the other hand, the price of the Shiba Inu remains steady in this particular instance, which suggests that the withdrawal may have been driven by anything other than the cryptocurrency itself. More specifically, the rising anxiety that these constraints on Coinbase will trigger something more important was the possible motivation behind the transaction. Nevertheless, this is the point at which the exciting section starts. It is not just Coinbase that is being affected by this trend, other cryptocurrency exchanges are also being affected. Imagine for a moment that since November, more than 300 trillion Shiba Inu tokens have been taken from various networks. On the other hand, considering that this represents more than half of the entire number of Shiba Inu tokens that are available, it is hardly a mere drop in the ocean. If you were to carry that amount of money in your wallet, it would be a sizable part of the total amount. It is clear that there has been a true shift in public perception regarding the storage of cryptocurrencies on these exchanges, as seen by this massive number of transactions. It would appear like everyone made the decision all of a sudden that they decided they would rather conceal their money under their beds than deposit it in a bank account. Nevertheless, let's get right down to business and answer the most important question: are all of these restrictions really required? Now is the time to look at this in greater detail. The results of a recent survey conducted by Coinbase regarding the ownership of Bitcoin in the United States are shocking. According to the findings of their research, the majority of Bitcoin owners in the United States are dissatisfied with the present banking system. As a matter of fact, the majority of cryptocurrency owners in the country, as well as roughly 3/4 of the American population, are dissatisfied with the fees that traditional banks charge for transactions at the present time. 71% of Americans, including 9 out of 10 people who possess cryptocurrency in the United States, desire cheaper costs as part of a new and modernized financial system. The most interesting part of the story begins at this point. In spite of these annoyances, it is evident that people's attitudes of cryptocurrencies are continuously evolving. The majority of crypto owners in the United States, which accounts for 76% of the total, believe that cryptocurrency might make the financial system more accessible. Cryptocurrency is no longer only regarded as a speculative bet, rather, it is regarded as a competitive alternative to the excessive fees and sluggish processing times that are supplied by traditional institutions. It is clear that there has been a significant shift in perspective, owing to the fact that a greater number of people than ever before are becoming aware of the prospect that cryptocurrencies will become extensively embraced. It would appear that the tide is turning in favor of cryptocurrencies, despite the bank's best efforts to throw impediments in the way of cryptocurrency. And now for the most important question. In light of the growing interest in cryptocurrencies and the confidence that surrounds their widespread adoption, why are financial institutions imposing restrictions on investments in these assets? Isn't it a contradictory statement to make? Imagine a situation in which a restaurant made the decision to ban a dish that was gaining popularity and was growing more and more popular. It simply does not make sense. It is logical to anticipate that banks, who are well known for their ability to generate profits, would recognize the shift in public perception and potentially even exploit the opportunity that Bitcoin affords. This is because banks are known for their ability to produce a profit. In the same way that a taxi company that disregards the development of ride-sharing applications is missing out on an opportunity to expand and adapt to the changing times, this one is also missing out on another opportunity. Additionally, it appears that certain institutions are falling behind the winds of change, which is a really unfortunate situation. It is possible that they are clinging to outmoded notions of power and control, and that they are unaware of the benefits that cryptocurrencies could bring to both customers and their respective financial institutions. It is possible that you are comfortable with your existing condition nevertheless. By doing so, you are missing out on a multitude of opportunities. This is analogous to the predicament of clinging onto a flip phone during the era of smartphones. And this is something that actually piques my interest. At this point, let us shift our focus to a tweet that was sent out by a Bitcoin news outlet. This tweet provides even more clarity regarding this perplexing situation. Using blockchain technology, according to Coinbase, the United States could have avoided paying $74 billion in credit card fees. This article by Coinbase, a prominent player in the cryptocurrency business, illustrates the potential cost reductions that blockchain technology may deliver in the future. On the other hand, at the same time, we are witnessing traditional banks erecting hurdles that prohibit individuals from making use of these potential benefits. On the one hand, you have constructed institutions that are stifling innovation and preventing development. On the other side, you have, on the other hand, a forward-thinking approach that aims to revolutionize the financial industry and save customers billions of dollars in fees would be implemented. This is similar to the situation in which someone gives you a way to bypass a traffic jam, but then they get in your way and force you to take the more time-consuming route. The fact that the benefits of change are so readily apparent raises the question of why incumbent financial institutions are resistant to change. And when we consider the factors that led to the establishment of banks, a few possibilities come to mind. Transactions involving cryptocurrencies are prohibited. Initially, there is the issue of authority to consider. Cryptocurrencies represent a paradigm shift in the way that financial transactions are carried out, since they eliminate the need for traditional banking institutions, as well as the expenses and restrictions that come along with them. It is possible that this loss of